I don't know if he's going to run. He hasn't shared that confidence with me.
But you're for it if he does.
Of course, yeah, I am definitely for it, and I hope that sometime soon he will make that decision.
Right.
Everybody said, well, he's old and all that. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something. He has great judgment.
That was former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi there discussing Joe Biden's plans for 2024. All eyes are on the president to see whether he wants to throw his hat in the ring for a second term. What does Nancy Pelosi think? Well, she doesn't know if he will, but is all for it should he choose to go for another 4 years. Joe Biden hasn't formally announced his campaign yet, but he has said that he intends to run for the 2024 presidential election.
My judgment of running when I announce, if I announce, my intention is that I run again. But I'm a great respecter of fate, and this is ultimately a family decision. I think everybody wants me to run, but we're going to have discussions about it. And I don't feel in any hurry one way or another to make that judgment, today, tomorrow, or whenever, no matter what my predecessor does.
The president announced his run for the 2020 presidential election in April 2019, so if he mirrors that, then we could be hearing from him in the next month or so. One of the biggest deterrents from voters seems to be his age. At 80 years old, Joe Biden is the oldest sitting president in US history. If he runs for re-election next year, he would be 82 years old, and if he won another 4 years, he would finish his term at 86 years old. His age and cognitive ability has been a factor as to why many polls indicate the Democratic Party should nominate someone new for 2024. A poll from last month revealed a majority of Americans don't want to see Joe Biden run for re-election. 78% of voters in the AP and NORC survey don't want the president to run again, while 22% would like him to do so. From that, 62% of Democrat voters don't want him to run, while 37% do. Breaking that down into age, in the 18 to 29-year-old bracket, 85% do not want him to run, while 15% do. While the White House still refuses calls from Republicans for Joe Biden to sit a cognitive test, Nancy Pelosi backed up her leader's age.
He's absolutely a magnificent leader. He is younger than I am, so I don't know what the problem is. But in any event, I hope that he will soon make some announcement.
First Lady Jill Biden weighed in earlier this month on her husband's plans for 2024.
But has the decision been made amongst the family that he's going to run?
Well, it's Joe's decision, and we support whatever he wants to do. If he's in, we're there. If he wants to do something else, we're there too.
Is there any chance at this point that he's not going to run?
Not in my book.
You're all for it?
I'm all for it, of course.